Well, hey YouTube, Madam Roy back again. It's a beautiful day again here in Virginia, and I figured I'd do a little bit of a driving vlog today. I have to run some errands, I have to go to the bank, and have to run to the thrift store and probably to the post office. So I figured we go ahead and just talk about a few things. Heading into the car right now. As you guys may have already seen that video, I'm thinking of upgrading the hard drive in my Dell XPS 8700, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go with a regular SSD or one of the SSD hybrid drives. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. Money-wise, this right now is saying nothing, but at the very least, I might be able to put in one of the hybrid SSD drives. I'll put a link to that video in this video, so you guys can go ahead and check out and see which one I'm talking about. It is a Seagate drive, so fair warning there to everybody. All right, in the car, go ahead and get ready and head out. Come on. Had a little bit of a belt slip the other day. I don't know what was going on there. I had Dad look at it. He said everything looked fine. He thinks it may have just been because it was really humid out that day. I'm going to find some way to mount this and we'll go ahead and head out. All right, let's go run some errands. Man, as you might be able to hear, it is so hot out today. Our AC actually kicked in. It is 69 degrees here in Virginia, which is incredible. This time of year, it's usually the average is in the 50s or 60s. So instead of going from moderately cold to moderately warm, we went from really cold to really warm, which tends to be the norm a few times every 10 years or so here. It just goes with the cycles. Unfortunately, when that happens, usually when I get colds, a lot of people get sick around here. Thank God I haven't gotten anything this year. I remember a couple years ago, I think it was probably 2013, I had what started out as a sore throat and went to a chest cold, then went into my sinuses, and then went back into my throat, basically reoccurred as a sore throat. And I was sick for over a month. I had to take antibiotics. I don't remember the name of it, but it was very strong. Before this happened, when I was a kid, the only worst thing I ever got were a lot of ear infections, and all I took for that was some very low power amoxicillin. But luckily, a friend of ours had a recommendation for a stronger antibiotic, and I was able to get a prescription, and that kicked it out pretty quickly. I wish I could remember the name of it. I just, got a goose here. I just can't think of it off the top of my head, but I really hope this warmer weather stays with us. I'm just so tired of snow. I know I'm the one that usually says keep snowing, right? But you live down here. I've been here since '97, and it gets tiring after a while. The first maybe 10 years or so we were here, we didn't get any snow at all, which I kind of enjoyed because I was snowed out from living in New York for so long. And then probably around 2003 is when we started getting the bigger storms. I remember 2003, 2006, we think each of those years we got at least 20 inches of snow. That was usually between a few storms. And then it leveled off, and then this year is really the first significant snow we've had in a long time. Let's see what the gas prices are today. $2.35. Wow. I remember when it was just like $1.99 a few weeks back. It gets crazy, I tell you. From what I understand, OPEC is actually slowing down production a little bit. They were talking about that this morning on Fox News. I guess the pressures from the Obama administration and all the other countries have finally hit them. And that's why I think even though the price of oil is still pretty much down, I guess the speculation means that gas prices are going to be going up for a while. Hopefully it levels off around $2.50 a gallon, because above that, then we start seeing our economy turn back towards the negative. I really wish we could start seeing some leaves growing on the trees. I am fully ready for spring. I don't know if you guys ever get into this, but lately I've been watching these car crash compilations on YouTube. There is a YouTube channel that's called Ice and Snow Compilation Crashes. Ice and Snow Crash Compilation, something like that. Then there's another one that works for the looks for the road system in Wyoming, and he puts his own videos up. And it was really funny. They had this one curve that went across a icy bridge, and one after another these cars kept losing control. Some of them were just doing like 360s and they were able to recover after that. Others would do like a 180 and they just slam right into the side of the bridge. It was actually really scary to look at it, but I tell you, when you have icy conditions, you know, anything can happen. And a lot of the ones that actually lost control were the four-wheel drive vehicles. So you guys with four-wheel drives out there, if it's icy out, it ain't gonna help you that much, maybe unless you have studded tires or even chains on them. Whoa, take a look at this. This one's a particularly bad intersection here. Cars will just come shooting out of here right in front of you. It's I've had times where I was literally 5-10 feet away and a car just dashed out, because generally at the rush hour times this road's really busy and they could have been sitting there for who knows 5 minutes trying to get out, and usually they're older people there. Yeah, Liberty Tax guy. I think the first thing I'm going to do is hit up the bank real quick. I need to deposit some cash, and then we'll hit up the thrift store. Unfortunately, I cannot film in the thrift store. I was specifically told, not at this CHKD, but at another one, that they do not allow that. So I don't want to rock the boat, because I do buy a lot of my my computer equipment in there, and the worst thing that could happen to me is to get banned from that place. So check back with you guys in a few minutes. All right, just leaving the bank, and unfortunately one of the ATMs is down, so there's a big line backing up at the ATM right now. Happens quite a bit in our area for some stupid reason. Very small parking lot. I'm going to try to get a shot of this as I go out. This motorcyclist to the left really parked in a bad way. He parked really close to the one side of the spot. Hope it got that on camera. And it made it like impossible for a big car like me to get in, because he was standing right to the right of it. So he was kind of blocking the other parking spot that was there. So I had to park way down further. Tell you, common courtesy has definitely gone by the wayside these days. Not just in customer service or phone support, but even just day-to-day life, I've noticed. We're going to head over to the thrift store, which luckily is right next to the bank. It's right over there for you guys that don't remember. I got the Burger King there right now. That one was a disaster. A couple years back, the lady that owned it was an Indian lady, and her husband owned the 3 Burger Kings around here, and they didn't pay their taxes. They were operating 3 different Burger Kings. They were paying their employees, thank God, but they never paid their federal income tax, so they were shut down, and the 3 Burger Kings were remodeled. And yeah, they have a new owner now. I think they're actually owned by the Burger King Corporation, so they're corporate stores at the moment. Man, the thrift store is busy today. I'm shocked. Tomorrow is usually their busiest day, because of course that's the sale day and everybody likes a bargain, including me. Ooh. All right, gonna go ahead in the thrift store, see if we can find any bargains today. I didn't see anything when I was here earlier, so not that hopeful, but you never know. Whew. I had to get out of that thrift store quick. Somebody who works there must have been in the back cooking, you know, some of that microwave popcorn, and they must have left it in a little too long. That has to be one of the worst smells ever. I remember when I worked at Best Buy, somebody would do that almost on a daily basis, and it would make me vomit, that smell. But before I left, I did find one thing, you know, nothing major, but I got Will Smith's Millennium CD. There's a few good songs on here that I remember from back in the day. Most notably Wild Wild West. and you can see that's actually on this little label in front. Tells you it's got the Wild Wild West, Will 2K, I remember that, and then Freakin' It. So unfortunately I don't have a CD player in this car. I just have the standard Lincoln Alpine cassette and AM FM radio. The CD option didn't come with this particular Lincoln, but when I get it home, if I really like all the songs, I'll just make a copy of it and put it onto a cassette tape. And the price wasn't too bad. You can see there it was $1.67, and I donated the rest, so the whole thing cost me about $2. Hopefully we'll have some stuff out tomorrow. Generally they don't like to put a lot of new merchandise out on Tuesday because then they have to give 25% off on it, but you never know, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to go and mail this letter I have real quick, and then we'll head home. Well, as you see, we still have one of these old-time mailboxes I had to pull off to the side. We'll go ahead and mail this real quick. I want to check and see what times they actually pick up here. Looks like 3:30, and so we probably missed it, but that's okay. As long as it gets out by tomorrow, we'll be good to go. See, it gets really busy here. Well, those are errands done for the day, so I'm gonna go and head home, and we'll wrap up the vlog once I get home. It's one of the most dangerous intersections here. There's a hedge hiding people coming from the right. There's a hedge hiding people coming from the left. So as you can see, there's a car coming this way. So you really just got to inch out and then gun it if you see somebody coming from each direction. I actually talked to somebody in the city about maybe trying to make them either remove a hedge or just kind of flatten the top off so you can actually see where you're going a little bit better, but they never really did anything about it. Unfortunately, that area, a lot of accidents that occur on that corner too. I don't know why, again, I don't know why they won't do anything about it. It's been well documented that people get hit from there. I've seen T-bones, I've seen pretty much head-on collision. People are turning in and they don't leave enough room and they just slam into each other. So if anybody from the Chesapeake City Council sees this video or hears me talking about this, be nice to have that fixed eventually. It's probably been about 2 or 3 years this has been going on now. Well, I figure we'll go ahead and maybe vlog a little bit more on the way home. That was pretty much all I had to talk about today. I'm going to recap about that Seagate hard drive I was looking at. What I'm thinking about putting in the Dell XPS 8700 is a hybrid. It's basically a hybrid Seagate drive. It has 8 gigabytes of NADA flash memory, and the rest is just conventional hard drive. And the way it works is whatever you use the most, of course the operating system would probably be number one, but even some of the applications you use, like I use Microsoft Office, I go into my browsers a lot, I use Windows Movie Maker, all those would be stored within that 8 gigabytes of data. That's the SSD. And then of course when it needs to access a much less used application, let's say for me that would be something like Winamp, I use that maybe once every couple of weeks, then it would take a little bit longer because then it would be accessing the conventional portion of that hard drive. I do really want to get a full SSD, but I don't know that I have the money for it right now. My biggest problem is I do store quite a bit of information on my main hard drive. That's just the way I like it. So I would need to get at least a 500 gigabyte SSD. And right now, the cheapest one I saw was running right under $200, which I do not have $200 to invest in that. So that 1 terabyte Seagate hybrid drive, which is going for $79.99, I thought was a good medium. Now, I really appreciate the comments. I did have an opportunity to read some of them from earlier, and most people are persuading me to go towards a full SSD, but I've had a few people that said they've used the hybrid drives, and they said that they do work a lot better. The hybrid drive actually boasts a 4 times faster boot with Windows 7 and Windows 8, but I highly doubt that. I'm thinking maybe twice as fast, but from what people are telling me, it's not really that much better. Now, of course, it's going to depend on how much NADA flash memory you have built into that hard drive. So I've been trying to ask people if you have one of the early hybrid drives that only has maybe 2 gigabytes built in, then Windows might not be able to fully install on that, at least the boot partition of that hard drive, might not be able to boot solely off that flash memory, and it still might be going to the conventional drive. Whereas this one has full 8 gigabytes of the flash memory, which is more than enough to handle the Windows startup files and any other files that might need to load at that time as well. So just keep those comments coming, guys. You know, like I said, I've never used either before. All the hard drives I've owned in the past were always just the standard, you know, regular mechanical hard drives. We're almost home right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this driving vlog of mine. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.